Welcome back, everyone. It's not yet football season, but that doesn't mean you can't already begin to get in the spirit of America's greatest sport. With us this morning, we have 4 members of the Houston Texans cheerleading team to get us pumped up for the upcoming season. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So before we get started, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourselves to our viewers.
Okay. I'm Michelle.
I'm Amanda.
Good morning, I'm Liliana. I'm Rachel.
And we're so excited to have you guys here. So what brings you to the Valley exactly?
Well, we're really here. Last night we attended an event called Teens Helping Kids Celebrity Waiter event, and it was a really great and fun time. You know, these kids raised a lot of money to help out local charities for children, and we were just really glad to be a part of it.
So I'm sure as being a part of the organization, you guys do a lot of charity events, correct?
Yes.
So how does that translate to the field? What are your main responsibilities as Texans cheerleaders?
Well, our main responsibility, of course, is to represent the organization well, go out there and just speak with our fans and just make sure that, you know, we're pumping up the crowd and, you know, that we're representing the Houston Texans organization well.
And what's the biggest perk of being a Houston Texans cheerleader?
I think it's definitely the memories that we make. We've all built really great friendships on the squad, and that's probably the biggest perk, definitely.
But additionally, there's sort of the beauty aspects. We have a hair allowance, a tanning allowance. So some girls are really into that if they want to save a little money.
Well, I mean, you know, what girl doesn't like that stuff, right? So you're just being honest here. And speaking of being honest, what's the strangest thing that you guys have ever been asked? I know that that's probably something that our viewers would like to know.
Well, actually, this happened yesterday. We were all in full uniform, and some people were asking us if we were like real Texans cheerleaders. That's kind of strange to us. We're like, oh,
I did an event.
Rented it?
Yeah. Recently, we did an event with some children, and a 7-year-old came up to us and asked if we could be their babysitter. So that was probably one of the strangest things I've got asked to as well.
And you know, earlier today I was saying, you know, the men out there are going to love this, but it's not just them, you know, the women too. I mean, you guys are role models. You're role models for kids as well. So what's the message that you want to send to the kids out there?
Definitely to always follow your dreams, you know, patience, persistence, and perseverance. I mean, it's not always going to happen the first time, but if you know, stay focused, just motivated, you can make all of your dreams come true.
And speaking of dreams, was it always your dream to be a cheerleader for an NFL team or maybe a professional sports team in general?
Well, I mean, most of us started in like ballet, tap combo classes when we were young. I know Amanda was at a local dance studio here.
Right. I was born and raised right here in Harlingen, Texas. So I attended different dance schools that are in the local area, and it was always a big dream of mine to become a Houston Texans cheerleader. I danced for our NBA D-League that we have here, the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. So I worked under the direction of a lot of great people, and because of them I am where I am today.
Speaking of, she's Marcy's cousin, so
yes.
always proper, much like your cousin.